Good morning, folks. It is November 15th, and first time back in the woods since I shot my buck on the 12th, so gonna get right back in it and try to get Jake on the board. So I'm designated cameraman, and he's pulling on back here right now, so we're gonna get suited up and head into the woods. We haven't hunted this piece in a minute. We didn't have a good wind for our other spot, so had a lot of east winds so far this year, which seems a little bit strange, but the spot sets up pretty well for us, so we're running a little bit late. We'll get on in there. This is the first hunt that we've had since Nick killed that buck. We've got cold temperatures again, and for this time of year it's an odd east wind. We just moved into our new house, so trying to wrangle all my gear this morning took me a little longer than I thought. We pretty much walked in at legal shooting light to a stand on a different property that we haven't really hunted this year. At least this time of year. This is probably, I think, the first hanging hunt set that Nick and I ever did 4 or 5 years ago. And we saw a deer out of it. It's in a block of timber that we know holds good deer. And it butts right up against a standing cornfield at the moment, so there's a lot of promising attributes about this spot. We just saw our first buck. It was a young 8-pointer that walked the edge, cruising at about 85 yards, 90 yards. So we're gonna sit for at least a couple hours and see what the morning holds. Then we gotta get to work. Same old song and dance that we sung before we took our rut vacation. So I'm glad that week of hunting paid off for Nick. And hopefully there's more good rut activity to come. Little bug. that's a good buck. Oh, I know exactly what deer it is. He's gonna hunt these dead claws, I think. I know exactly what buck that is. He's got like a drop tine on his right side. Yeah, I lost him. He's gonna try and shoot me down over there. I don't know, he was kind of angling straight at us, but there's no way to get through all that now. Yeah, dude, he's coming around. Get some deep ranges down there. See him, he's around in the corner. See him? Yeah. Too far. He might turn.
Is he down?
I think so.
It's him blowing out his nose, right? I couldn't pass it at 5 yards.
Deer. That's a good deer.
I wasn't sure because he had short tines, but when he looked at me, he had a nice frame.
Just like that. I had trouble getting video because he was so close. Like you were blocking him.
I had the 360 on.
Did you? I don't know if you were down for sure. He was walking and got his mouth hanging open, and I just saw him disappear.
When he blew like that, I think he's blowing blood out of his nose.
Yeah.
Because he can feel it filling up. He's dead right there, dude. I blew right through him.
I think you got back a lungs.
I
It's that hole.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit higher.
He was
but
angling away from me, but at that close, I couldn't put it
That's
too low.
that deer, dude. I had no clue what happened.
No.
What a signaling. What the heck? I had that deer in that bean field twice this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Sick,
range.
man. Huh?
In range.
I had him at 40 at like last light. He was ripping scrapes in that bean field in the early season. Easton's got trail cam videos of him. That's sick.
This is a spot we've not hunted yet this year. We hunted on the other side of the property. And, I mean, it's open timber, so it's not a spot where I would expect to see like a bunch of good deer. But you never know. At this time of year, there's trails run through here, and we had two younger bucks cruise earlier this morning. And I looked down this little valley here, and on either side I could see a deer coming. I knew it was a buck, but I couldn't tell how big. And then I put my binoculars on, and I was like, "That's a good deer, Nick." So we're sitting in this section, and there's a fall down on this side and a fall down on that side. But the property lays with the funnel in the middle. And that's what the other two bucks did, is run that funnel at like 80 yards. This deer decides I'm gonna walk straight down the hill on the other side of these fall downs, not like it, turn around, and then walk on the other side of the fall downs right to us. It couldn't happen. I mean, he stopped at 40 yards, and I told myself, if he doesn't get closer, he's gonna walk out of my life, and that's gonna be just the way it is. That'll be okay. And then he started to come closer and closer and closer, and then I shot him like right here at 8 yards. So the hit's a little high on the entrance, but I'm shooting basically straight down at the thing. And he ran 30 yards and stopped and looked, and then trotted off another 30 yards and stopped, and we could hear him coughing. So I'm sure his cavity is filling up, and he's gonna expire soon. That's just how the rut is in Ohio, man. You just never know what's gonna happen. That's why you gotta be out there as often as you can. So we're probably gonna come up with a game plan, because Nick got a meeting coming up in about an hour, and I gotta get to work too. But we shot him early enough that we should be able to take care of him today. I'm just so pumped. I can't believe how that happened.
They better answer.
I text her. Just be a matter of whether or not she has her phone on her.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Guess what?
Hi. What?
I shot a buck.
Good.
What do you think?
Let's see it. Let's see it.
I don't have him yet. We're still up in the tree. Look how high we are. I just shot him like 10 minutes ago.
Describe the buck to me.
He's got a drop tine on his right side. That means
What does that mean?
his antler grows out.
Yeah.
And you know how
Yeah.
antler tines grow up normally? This one grows down to the ground. He's really cool. He's pretty big. Hi, Audrey.
Can you call us when you find him?
Yeah, I'll call him, and we'll bring him back to the house so you can see him, okay?
Hey.
Audrey's telling you that she's wearing her pajamas.
I see.
How much smaller is it from Uncle Nick's buck that he shot?
I think it's a little smaller than Uncle Nick's, but it's a pretty big deer.
Good, we can fill our freezer.
That's right. And you know what this means, Eli?
Oh, Uncle Nick. Oh.
You know what this means? It means you and I can go hunting. You want to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you go. We're going to come up with a plan for tracking this buck, and when we find him, I'm sure he's dead. When we find him, I'll call you, okay?
Yep, Dad. We got new sheets.
Whoa. Those are cool.
I'll call you when we find him, okay?
Say okay.
Nick, she means that her quote that she has a pillowcase that goes with it.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so we'll talk to you soon.
Let's talk to you soon.
Okay.
Congratulations, Mickey.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I was just getting ready to turn over to you and say, dude, it feels dead. Like, it just doesn't feel good out here. Then you tap me. Got what, like 12 feet off the ground?
Yeah, not very far. To think, dude, our first hanging hunt.
Yeah, ever, yeah. Dude, he's toast.
That must be where he was standing in frame. He stopped. I thought it was closer than this, but it must be 30 yards. That's the first good pool of blood. So, not shooting big expandable broadheads. I don't expect it to have a gaping hole in him, and it was pretty high entrance, so we're only going to probably get blood out of one side, but that's a good sign. It's been pretty steady blood up to this point. Trying to determine where he turned in. Through there. Wait. See his signs. Is he down? Oh yeah. Head down. Yeah. Let's go get him. Hold on, wait. Well, here he is. We found him, I think, in his bed. But he's, I mean, you could, if we stand up, I can see the ratchet straps from the trees right now. We're within 60 yards of where we shot him. So, just a cool deer, lots of character. This extra, I don't know if that's a drop tine or a swooping beam, but that's cool. It looks like a turkey foot right there. A real one, not like all the guys say on TV. That looks like a legit turkey foot. Just, I couldn't be any happier. Sweet deer. Easy track job, good shot. That's how you would want to draw it up if you could.
What'd you say, man?
Well, this is when it becomes real, the check-in process. Some guys like to do it old school like Nick with pen and paper. Some guys prefer the app. So in Ohio we have an app that you can pull up and it keeps track of all of the game that you've harvested, all of the tags you've submitted. You can access rules and regs in here. So I'm going to go to license and game check. 2022 resident, either sex, and then just start the process from there. Now the fun begins. Wait, we already had the fun. Now we got to drag him to the truck. So there's a nice hayfield out there. We'll be able to get some good pictures and just soak it all in. That's one way to end the morning.
Good way to end the morning.
What do you think?
Your head, Nick, your deer was definitely bigger.
Look over here, Allie. I think so too, Eli, but Uncle Nick's deer was really big.